Romans chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore, thou art inexcusable, O man, whosoever thou art that judges, for wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself, for thou that judgest doest the same things. You are inexcusable, O man. That's the first line. That's the one I want to talk about, not the one that condemns you do the same thing. No. Just want to stay on that first line. You are inexcusable, O man. Paul is telling you that you have no excuse to fail. Your spirit man does not carry the excuse. You have no excuse to fall. I mean, Pastor, the reason I don't find so much time to pray as I should is because of this. It says you are inexcusable. No excuse is good enough to stop you from growth, your spiritual growth. No excuse is good enough. Even if you're on the sick bed, admitted in the hospital, you are inexcusable, oh man. You carry no excuse as to why you don't attend services, meetings. Do you know that we owe this generation? We owe them. If they don't hear this Christ through our lips, if this generation ends without hearing from us, the God we have encountered, we have failed them. We have no excuse. The reason I couldn't give the way I should is because of blah, blah, blah. You are inexcusable. I was very serious with the things of God until this thing happened to me. You are inexcusable. You know, there is no way I could combine this and this together. You are inexcusable. He's speaking to you. He's speaking directly to all of us. That there is no excuse good enough not to sponsor the will of God in your life. Not to walk in the prepared purpose and destiny for your life. No excuse is good enough. The reason I couldn't flow in the cell or the reason I couldn't make my cell grow is because I'm usually not available. Because after the fall, man took up the ability to complain at every little thing. We look for excuses to give as to why we failed in a task given to us. There's always an excuse. There are people whose middle name, we need to just put excuse there. I'm not fervent in spirit because of blah, blah, blah. I'm not praying the way I should because of this. The reason I don't win souls or the reason I'm shy is because this. You are inexcusable. There's no excuse. You have no reason to go to hell. You are inexcusable, oh man. What else do you think God would do for us that he has not done? While we were yet sinners, he gave his son to die for us. You didn't know him, but he sent his son. And now you want to claim that God is a righteous judge, is not going to send some people to hell. Listen to me. Listen. You are going to be wherever you are and you are going to hear people shouting. And God will close the door. That is why he tells you, a day will come, he will take up that title, the God of all judgment. And he calls himself a righteous judge. He says, I present before you today life and death. Choose life. You say no. You know, human shows pity. God shows kindness. A boy is being warned for 15 months not to do a particular thing. He refuses. Then judgment came. And people say, hey, yeah, let's pity him. But for 15 months, he was being warned. You are inexcusable. Some of us are volunteers to hell. We are helping people to the path. Don't be a wife that does not say the truth. Don't be a husband that partners with evil. Don't be a friend that closes his or her eye to evil. You say, but he won't listen. Did you say your own? The Bible says to speak the truth in love. Say your own. Nobody is telling you that the person must listen to you. You owe God to say the truth. It is the truth you refuse to speak that God will judge you for. Not whether the person accepted or not. You watch your life and your fire, spiritual fire, go down. You have no excuse. You say, I don't know how I became this weak. Do you know that I've read in the scriptures that if you fall into the hands of 419, they dupe you. He said you have a problem. That's what God says. He didn't reprimand the guy who duped. It is you that they duped. That God says you have a problem. Because there's a reason as to why they duped you. The major reason is greed. You are a beautiful lady. You saw a guy park a Benz and rub his beards and say, baby, how are you? And you said, this is my guy. This is the kind of person I'm talking about. What's your name? He said, Roland, and I will roll you. He will roll you. He will roll you. Then 6 months after, you came and said he broke your heart. You are greedy. Because the other guy does not have a Benz, and not knowing that this guy is a driver. His boss has just traveled for 2 weeks. He used the car to just come and catch you. If you fail, it's your choice. It's the bonanza of failure that you took. And if you succeed, it's a choice. You have no excuse. Success has formula. Failure has formula. The one you subscribe to, you will get. The one you subscribe to, you will get. We understand that God cannot be, you can't circumvent God out of every circle. We know. But at least play your own role. Do your path. Let God now say, this person has done something. You're not doing anything. You sit down and you say, the Lord is going to bless me because he causes his rain and sun to shine on the wicked. You are inexcusable. Poverty will embrace you.